Hey y'all, CB here, the No BS welder at NBS Welding. Rolling in the super service truck, we're hammered down eastbound, going to the Elkins Walmart. Got a call to weld some stainless steel. They got a stainless steel oven. They've sent me a couple of images of a place near the bottom that's broke. Looks like it's gapped open. It's going to need pulled together and welded back up. I've got the ARCCAPTAIN MIG205MP set up with 035 stainless steel solid wire and pure argon gas. So that's the doozin' we're fixing to get done. All right, let's go. NBS Welding is on the scene at the Walmart deli, and we're checking out the double-decker rotisserie oven. Got a little issue here. They've realized that in order to get the door to close, you got to lift way up on the door. Otherwise, it won't shut. And the explanation is probably down here where this thing's coming apart. Got some spot welds that ain't holding no more. And we're going to have to do a fixification. Got here and got with my contact here, and we're wanting to roll this oven, this stainless oven, outside. They really don't want me welding on it in the store if we can help it. So we were fixing to roll it outside, and come to find out that it wouldn't fit through the door we wanted to put it through. So the contact here, in charge of maintenance, he said, well, we can take the handles off. So he started taking the handles off of it. This particular handle, the bolts broke off in the thing. And so the first thing we had to do here was to do a broken bolt extraction. But I got them out. I took an oxyacetylene torch and warmed this up, and put a set of vice grips on the bolt that was sticking out, and backed it out of there. Now, could I have put the vice grips on there and backed it out without heating it up with the torch? Well, here's the thing. I had some bolts sticking out that I could grab a hold of. Do you really want to take that risk? Because if you get a hold of that bolt and you turn it and it snaps off down inside of there, you got a whole lot bigger problem than you got right now. So I think it's worth taking a minute to heat it up to the point that you don't have to put a lot of force on it to back it out, because I don't want it to snap off down inside of there. Then we got to weld nuts on it and get into a whole new thing. The fact that there was bolts sticking out that I could grab with vice grips, I said, well, I'm going to heat that up and then put the vice grips on, and I'm not going to turn it with a lot of force. I want to use the heat to back it out because I don't want to take a chance of it breaking again. But there, we're good on this handle. I'm going to run back in with them and see if any more bolts have broken. If they have, I'll bring those handles out and do a bolt extraction on them too. And then we'll get this thing hopefully moved outside and get the welding on it. Hey y'all, CB here, the No BS welder here at NBS Welding. I'm wanting to let y'all know we got t-shirts for sales. If you'd like to support the NBS Welding YouTube channel, send Tina an email at nbswelding@aol.com. Go to the NBS Welding YouTube channel, check out the content, and in all new video descriptions, there's links to our Amazon storefront and our affiliates, so you can check out the products that I use and endorse. We got the oven back behind the store, getting a super service truck set up back here to do a repair on this gizmo. I got out a power brush, got out a cord, running off the Trailblazer 302 on the super service truck. Got stuff cleaned up. I'm getting out the ARCCAPTAIN MIG205MP and a tank of argon. Going to get that set up for the welding. I've put a quick connect on on my argon hoses and the hoses that I use for MIG gas, steel mix, or whatever it may be, a quick connect is a good idea. It's if you do mobile stuff. If you're set up on a cart, you don't really need it, but it's nice. I also got a cord that I've set up since I've been running these ARCCAPTAINs. It's an extension cord for my 220 volt. And on the shield gas here, normally I'd run about 20 on this, 20 cubic feet per minute. Since I'm outside, it's probably going to be more like 40. It doesn't hurt to turn it up. It just wastes gas. But I don't want to run the risk of not getting shielding if the wind's blowing a little bit out here. Although the oven kind of shield, it's set up where the gas welding is not going to be a problem out here, because if I turn the gas up and the way the oven kind of shields me a little bit, I can use my body and get this welding done without having too much trouble. Now I'm giving you some video here that I shot where this is the side that I haven't worked on yet, and this is the corner that's in the best shape as far as being the way it was factory. So you can see the spot welds. Those are factory spot welds. Those are done with a machine that's got two rods that press together and make a weld, a spot weld. And you can see here on this one on the right where the cracking is starting to take over and the spot weld is broke. And then if you look on the one I'm showing you here that I've welded on with the MIG welder, it needs cleaned up. But I have re-welded the spot welds that they made and then added tacks beside there. There's just a grease tray that slides in the bottom of here, so this don't have to be baby's butt smooth. They're just going to slide that grease tray in and out, and if there's a little bump there from a tack, it's not going to hurt anything. Got this other side welded up. It didn't need as much work as the first side that I did, and it actually hadn't come apart yet. But we wanted to put some weld on it, knowing that since there's been an issue, there very well likely could be an issue with the other side. So just did the same welding all the way, tacked up around all four corners on it. And there shouldn't be any issue with it coming apart in the way that it did before with that weld on there. Got a couple other handles that when they removed the handles, the bolts broke off. And what I'm doing here is I'm using a glove to put the stainless handle in the vise so the vise doesn't scratch the handle. I'm using the oxyacetylene torch to heat up the stainless steel. And it's a situation like I was saying where there's some bolts sticking out here that I can grab with vice grips. So you can bet that I'm going to warm that up so that when I back it out, it does not take a whole bunch of force, because I don't want to take the risk of snapping that off down inside of there and having a worse problem. Knowing that the heat can make it super easy to bring it out of there, that's the way to go, I think. And it does change, heating changes the color of the stainless some. The power brush that I use brought it right back. You can't even tell I heated it. And I've been asked about the cord reels I use. These Reelcraft reels are the ones I've had the best luck with. There's a company out west called Cox, spelled C-O-X. Their reels, I've had nothing but trouble. But the Reelcraft reels have done good for me.